Oh, it's hot.
It's really hot.
Ow! Chest burn. Hi, I'm Beth.
I'm Jamal, and today we are talking about how to sustain a relationship at university. We were together during university, and we managed to stay together, and now we're married happily, and hopefully some of the stuff we'll say today will help you. We are talking based on our experience, so obviously we can't prescribe exactly what you need to do. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, do you guys actually want to stay together? And we touched on this in a previous video, which we'll link up in the thingy above here. Before you watch this video, I recommend watching that video.
So first up, you need to set communication expectations. How often are you gonna communicate throughout the day? How often are you gonna see each other? So just take, for example, us. We saw each other every other weekend. So I would usually come down to Jamal to uni and spend the weekend with him. Also, we would speak on the phone every night. FaceTime would be preferable because then we'd actually have face-to-face communication. Ish. It is a lot better than phone calls, I think, if you can do some form of FaceTime or Skype or anything like that, because you know, it just helps to build your relationship a little bit more than just like being on the phone where you can be distracted and do other things.
Yeah, I think it's really important to just manage that expectation, and even if there was a day perhaps I was like, I don't know, maybe there was a party at university and I was like, you know, I kind of want to go out, I'd maybe call Beth a bit earlier, make sure we actually spoke that day, or if not, then like just say, listen, I've got this party coming up on Friday, we might not be able to talk on Friday, but we'll talk Saturday morning, just so that you're keeping each other informed as to what you're up to. Yeah, so it's just managing that communication level and ensuring that every party is aware.
Try and find that set time when you're going to talk, and then communicate if something else is going to come up. So what we've found is that relationships do not grow without communication.
Absolutely.
Not at all, mate. They don't. Just talk to each other, you know? It's kind of an obvious one, really. Like, how are you supposed to build your relationship if you're not talking to each other regularly or seeing each other reasonably regularly? There's lots of things that go into making a relationship, and I would say one of the biggest things is communication.
Oh, absolutely. Spot on.
Because so many different things offshoot from communication. There's trust, friendship,
there it goes.
memories.
Oh my gosh.
Emotional help and stability. There's what do I like in a sexual partner.
You're just naming all the titles of our like next 5 videos.
Communication is one of the foundations of a relationship that you need to have in a really strong position.
And it kind of segues on to the next bit of our video, which is about the common struggles you may face doing this long distance uni kind of relationship. I think the main struggle like that we found was just the difference in lifestyle and stuff, and the difference in all the exciting things that I was experiencing, going to uni for the first time, being away from home for the first time, meeting loads of cool people, doing loads of exciting things, and having all this like energy to go and do things.
Like a whole new life almost that Jamal had started, that I was kind of a part of because I was his girlfriend and I'd see him every other weekend and I would know what's going on because we'd talk about it, but I wasn't solely a part of that. So initially when you're starting a relationship, you're beginning to earn each other's trust.
You're
building trust. But if in the instance where there's one person away, like if you're in a long distance relationship for example, you then have to gift that person your trust because you're not going to be with them for them to be able to, you know, prove they're trustworthy or whatever. You're just going to have to trust the fact that they're going to be trustworthy.
Yeah, trust is one of those things, isn't it? Like you can build it and have it together. It's quite easy to do when you're together physically, but when you're not, you have to give them that trust and have faith that they are gonna, because they want to be with you, they're gonna act in the way that would build the relationship. And it just comes to that point where it's like, okay, in circumstances that come about, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and always have their side, at least at first. Especially in difficult circumstances where, you know, stories may be told, or in order to sustain that relationship you need to trust that person first. So for example, in our case, at times when I was at university, especially first year, like I'd be going out a lot and stuff, meeting new people. A particular instance on Facebook where I was tagged in a photo where a girl was sitting on my lap, and immediately obviously that's going to make Beth feel a bit like, oh, what's going on here?
What's going on there?
And the context of
Yeah.
that situation was that someone had planted themselves on my lap in a drunken state, not, you know, without my consent, and then me literally asking them to get off pretty soon after. But the photo was taken, and obviously out of context that looks a lot, you know,
Yeah.
it looks pretty difficult for Beth. So how did you deal with that? How did it make you feel?
Well, and it was confusing because I completely and utterly trusted Jamarl. But then seeing a photo like that, it was just really confusing.
It's not like I was like making out with another girl.
No.
It's just
It was just like something that was more intimate than we knew each other to do
Than
with
we
another
talked
person.
about, yeah.
Someone sitting on your lap and being like.
Yeah.
So out of context, it can look a little bit like.
What's going on?
Don't feel bad about confronting your partner about it. Obviously, come to them in a gentle, loving way rather than being like, bitch, what did you do with that girl? Who is she?
Because that's immediately going to make me feel
Yeah.
like on the defensive. Make me feel like, how can you even
Yeah.
have that attitude when you know our relationship? Like, you give me a chance to at least explain. It makes me feel
Yeah.
defensive. Then I'll retaliate and it will just, everything will get messy.
Use effective communication. I saw this picture pop up where this girl was sitting on your lap on Facebook, and it made me feel a little bit confused because I don't know what's going on in that situation. Could you explain to me like what's happening? Because obviously I don't really want girls sprawling themselves all over you. In response, Jamarl knows that I'm not attacking him, but I'm just purely telling him how a photograph has made me feel.
When you do visit your partner at university, definitely just spend loads of time together. That is like a really, really key thing, is to build your relationship by spending just quality time together. Do fun things. Like, you don't want to have your relationship literally be in survival mode. Every time you're meeting up, you're just so stressed because you haven't seen each other for so long, and you've been arguing that you argue the whole time, and that when you leave, it's just like, oh gosh, that was just stressful. Definitely confront the issues you need to confront. As long as the issue is in front of you and that you two have agreed that you want to make this work, ensure that you are doing that by, you know, having fun. Go out, like, you're in a new city. If you've moved away from home for uni, you should be in a new city. Like, explore, have fun. Definitely like meet up with friends as well and stuff. I think that's really another thing that solidifies your relationship, is meeting up with your partner's friends who are at uni, just showing your face to them, because then hopefully they won't be the type of people who will be encouraging your partner to be like, oh yeah, go and get with that girl, or yeah, go and pursue that boy, you know. Go on dates and stuff, and like spend at least a day, you know, together, just you and your partner, because you want to solidify and concrete, you know, that thing, particularly in this time, because you're only going to see each other maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, once every month.
Because you're not physically spending that much time together, you're missing out on creating those memories together that you can think back on throughout the week, or stuff that kind of helps you get through the week.
Yeah.
Just enjoy each other. Have a snog.
Have a lot of snugs. Maybe your partner has gone to uni and you've gone to uni as well, so you've gone like maybe to opposite ends of the country or something, and you're both experiencing new things. And I think you should both visit each other's and kind of make it an equal
maybe
balance.
like alternate it.
Yeah, or find a middle ground somewhere where you can both meet up.
So that's the end of our video, guys. We hope you enjoyed our video and that it was helpful for you.
Yeah, so let us know if you have any questions about sustaining a relationship at university. Let us know what you think about the points that we made. If there's anything you think that you'd want to know more about our relationship, or about how we did it at university. How we did it. Not that. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to our channel. We just, I think we literally just hit 1,000 subscribers.
1,000 subscribers.
Woo! Thank you. Welcome, new subscribers.
Yeah.
Hi. Like this video, and we will see you next Monday.
See you next Monday. Bye.
Bye.